Yo, what's going on, family? This is for
What's up?
veterans. We back again. Hurricane or not, man, we here. We are here. So I am one of your co-hosts, Michael. We got my man from the parts unknown, Jamal, and we got my other man from deep south, Hurricane City, Walden. What's going on, fellas?
What's happening, man?
Rain, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's swarming all around me right now.
Rain everywhere.
It's a hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about, woo. It sounds bad out there right now. Hey, man, so how was y'all week, fellas? How was y'all week, man?
Go ahead, Walt. You got it.
Man, it's been an all right week, man. I enjoyed myself. This week I didn't do anything spectacular, but it's just nothing bad happened for real. Nothing I couldn't handle, but yeah, it was straight.
Cool.
All right. Jamal, how was your week?
Pretty good. I found out that I didn't know Michael Jordan made a tequila. I went to a tequila tasting and we tasted different kinds. Michael Jordan got a tequila. The Rock got one. I got to taste that. LeBron's. It's a couple. Oh, George Clooney got one. So yeah, man, it was like you get served like a 3-course meal or 4 or 5-course meal. And you get to taste all these tequilas that they pair with the meal. It was pretty legit, man. But outside of that, I ain't do nothing. Just try to stay safe, man.
Hey, man, so who had the best tequila?
Well, as much as I am a big fan of Mike, I mean a big fan of LeBron. Mike got him again, dog. Mike got him again. Mike got him again. I enjoyed all the tequilas, but Mike was real smooth, man. It's a real smooth tequila, man. And they paired it with the dessert, which at first I was like, man, how that's gonna work? But it was fire, man. It was great. Yeah.
Okay. Well, me myself, man, we kicked off football season, and so we had a Thursday night game, and my boys went out there and did their thing. Went out there and represented.
Showed up and showed out.
Showed up and showed out, man. We got the number 1 ranked running back for the class of 2023, and he ran the ball like a man, like he should be running. He had, I think, 19 carries for 282 yards. And then our defense showed up. We only gave up 126 yards the whole night. At halftime, they had -2 yards. So, yeah, we were doing our thing. The only flip side to that is they had -2 yards, but they had 16 points. So, high schools, man, kids, man, some mistakes were made, and we're gonna clean that up this upcoming week, and go out and try to duplicate it again. Yeah, man. So man, our topic for today is should USA bear all the burden? But before we get into that, I want to go back to something that we were doing, and I know y'all probably hear all that we got hail. It's tearing my window up back here. But I want to get back to something that
it might not be safe.
Somebody trying to get in there, man.
Right. I thought, man, it's all right. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but
we can.
It's hitting pretty hard, man.
Yeah.
So, anything
is not happy with you.
I
said Ida is not happy with you.
Right,
Ida trying to get
right. I thought we had bypass Ida, man, or Ida had bypassed us. Man.
You got some
But
reach.
but nah, I want to go back and do something, and I ain't tell y'all this, man. But I want to go back and start doing the 1 minute rants. Because talking to y'all this week, man, like everybody got a little something they can rant about this week, man. And it ain't gotta be all bad, man. But y'all fellas up for it. It's unexpected.
Hey, man, my rant gonna be the same as it been
Yeah.
since 2020.
Now
Put
you got
your
another
damn
one, man.
mask on, dog. Put your mask on. Stay home. Damn.
So you want to go first, Jamal?
I can, man. I can.
All right, man. Let me put the timer up here, man.
Oh, my head hot already, dog. God, dog.
Let me put the timer up, and then, man, 1 minute, man. 1 minute rant.
Bruh, put your mask on or stay home. That's it. That's all. I put it on or stay home. Don't argue. And if you don't want your kids to have it on, don't send them to school. Just do the homeschooling thing. You got it. You guys got doctorate degrees and psychology degrees, and about the war and being over in Afghanistan. Y'all know every damn thing. So just stay home. Just stay home. That's all I got for you. Stay home. You don't want to wear a mask? Fine. Stay home. That's it. I'm just. This is getting ridiculous, man. We run around here. People toes slap up. People are dying, and we still having an argument about this. And we. What is the purpose of not wearing it? That's all I want. Please explain. If you can clearly articulate that and it be a sensible argument, I'll shut the hell up.
All right, man. Time up.
That was a good minute. That was a good minute.
All right, Walt, your rant, man. Start it now.
Man, I ain't really have a rant plan, but just off the top of my head, man, there's been a lot of talk about Miami beating Alabama this year. That's coming up Saturday, September 4th, and these folks are seriously thinking Miami gonna beat Alabama, and anything's possible. But have you seen this spread? There's no way I ain't going for it. No way, no how. See, you can come check us out September 4th. Nick Saban and the best coming at you.
That's the rant.
That's the
rant. That's a good minute too, man. You didn't even need a minute. Let me give you 45 seconds. That's all I need.
I was shocked. I heard that at the barber shop, man. It's like, what? Man, the spray, it's already, I guess you just try to hype it up if you say they're trying to beat it. They're going to beat us, but the spread killed me.
Right.
Like, good night. See, okay.
All right, so my rant is very similar to yours, man. So my rant is Cam Newton versus Matt Jones and Jameis Winston versus, I don't even know the other quarterback name. You telling me that this rookie is better than Cam Newton? Come on, man. We talking about Cam, killer Cam. If this rookie better than him, Cam, it's time to go home, man. It's time to pack it up, go home, go do your 7-on-7, all that good stuff. And then James Winston, homeboy from Alabama. Listen, man, what you be eating them W? Listen, man, do not let this dude beat you out, man. I know they're trying to prove a point with Jameis, but come on, man. Sean, come on now. Sean Payton, come on now. Everybody can see. Ain't no way in the world that dude better than James. You know.
Yeah.
And then San Francisco, y'all got the dude out there, the young dude. He better than Jimmy G. Jimmy G took you to a Super Bowl. Come on, man. Come on, really? Now, if y'all just trying to get these guys out the league, just go on and tell them, listen, man, we're replacing y'all with this young blood, and that's it. You know, those are my rants, man. Those are my rants.
Yeah, it's a good rant, man. Exactly what they talking about in the barbershop, man. I promise you. Exact same thing.
Like I want to get on Skip and Shannon so bad, man. That's what they should do, man. Do like 30-second rants from the audience. You know, we send in our video.
Oh man, yeah.
You know, let us help debate a topic, man. You know, Georgia, we got Clemson next Saturday. So Kirby better tighten up. Come on, Kirby, you gotta tighten up. I got my red on for you, dog.
Red on, bro. Oh, hey.
I know, man. I know. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm a little nervous about it. You know, I'm a little nervous. You know, normally, y'all know I be talking all kind of trash. Yeah. I ain't saying nothing. Man, my lip.
Yeah.
I ain't saying nothing, man.
I'm telling you, Kirby gonna come through this season.
Right. You know, I ain't saying that, man, because I know.
You come on over here, sit on the couch with Florida State. Come on, have a seat. You come.
No. We ain't that long. We ain't fell off like that. Hey, we ain't fell off like that, man.
We coming back.
Look, that like going from Jordan with the Bulls to Jordan with the Wizards. We ain't fell off.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we still, we've been, even when we won the title the last time, we still looking for a coach. And that would, as much as I hate to say it, that's how Alabama got, squared away. When they got rid of Shula, and they got that dude Saban down there, they've been straight ever since. But Florida State, ever since we lost Bobby, and we ain't been right since. So
right. It's hard to replace a legend. Oh man, we got to do a moment of silence for Bobby, man.
Yeah,
we can do that, man. So let's go ahead and do a moment of silence for Bobby. All right. Oh, Bobby, one of the greatest, man. The guy I help out over here now, man. He played at Florida State under Bobby, and I grew up 30 minutes from Tallahassee, so I can't remember a time not hearing the name Bobby Bowden. So and all the people that he helped out, and all that good stuff, man. So long live Bobby Bowden, FSU forever. All right, man. So, man, let's get into our topics, man. I had them pulled up, and then I accidentally I forgot what I did with them. So as I'm pulling them up, okay. So our show topic is: should USA take all the burden when it comes to this Afghanistan situation? We had a bombing in Afghanistan, and fellas, like, how does it make y'all feel that specifically you, Jamal, you go over there and you do all this work, and then in less than 2 weeks, like I ain't talking about 2 years. You do 20 years worth of work, in less than 2 weeks, it's gone. Like chaos. how does that make you feel as a veteran, man?
I mean, you gotta remember what our objective was. Our objective was to help them build their military after we got this place secured. Help them build their military so they would be able to sustain themselves. We did that. Now, whether people had the will to fight or wanted to fight or whatever the case, that's a different issue, different topic. But we did what we were supposed to do. Now, you asking how do I feel about those soldiers that we lost over there trying to complete that mission? I mean, I felt shitty about it back then. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't happy about it back then. I wasn't happy about the people that was lost when we went into Iraq. So, but that's the unfortunately in that business, that's the price of doing business. Somebody, unfortunately, is not always going to come home. So, you do the best you can. But I guess it's just one of those complicated situations where you like, okay, on one hand, you happy that you completed your mission, you did, you gave everything that you had, and you felt like you completed something, you accomplished something, and on the other hand, you see within a week, all that stuff was torn down and taken away. So I guess I'm kind of conflicted. Have conflicting feelings on the argument, man. My most important point is, hey, our mission was to do X, Y, Z. We did that, and our mission was not to stay there and sustain that place as long as we did. I mean, we did, but as long as we've been there, I think they should have been more than capable of being able to handle what happened. So it is what it is. Now, as far as the bombing goes, I mean, you know how I feel about that. You already know how I feel about that. I know I've seen the news. I know there's been a strike and everything, and they lucky that's all that was. But it is what it is.
Right. What about you, Walton?
I think it's very disappointing, but at the same time, I think that's on us. 20 years, I think we should have known something was up. You can tell when someone's just going through the motions, going along and get along, whatever we teach it and train them, I think, honestly, after about 3 years, I think we should have seen something. Looking at this country's history in Afghanistan, man, no one's ever been able to tame these people. And when I say tame them, I mean, like we try to put our democracy there. I don't know what Russia's trying to do and other people, but no one was successful. And I just feel like the people there, their religion is far greater than anything in their life, anything. And even if it's just someone from anywhere other than the Islamic State, they're only gonna go so far. That's what it seems. I think that's just gonna be like this freelance country for forever, until the people get will and say, well, hey, look, this is what we want, and they all come together with an objective, something they believe in strong enough. I think it's just always going to be like this.
Mm-hmm. Hey, so let me ask y'all this. Do you all think that this is going to, like, maybe they're going to retaliate on us, or is it something that we're going to regret, or, should more of our allies be involved in this? Back to you, Jamal.
So I know. Well, I don't. It's been a while since I was over there, boots on ground. But I know while I was there were other countries involved. So I won't say that they're not involved, but I would say that it would be nice for another country to take a stronger take the load sometimes. Maybe take more of the load sometimes, but I guess that's just our way. We always want to be up front and be the first and be the best, and so. But I know there's other parties involved. I just, at sometimes you kind of wish that those other parties involved take a bigger line share of the work.
Right. What about you, Walt?
Man, I'm tripping. Like, okay, them folks want us gone. And it looks like we leaving and we trying to get up out of there. Why would you go and do something as stupid as like, a suicide bomber or whatever? We're leaving. We're getting up out of there. So of course we finna turn around. It's the U.S. We finna turn around and we finna fire hellfire missiles like they're a dime a dozen.
Right.
I don't quite understand that logic there. You wanted us out. You got an easy. I mean, you came in easy, man. The Afghan army or whatever didn't give you much of any resistance at all. We leaving. We getting up out of there. Why give us reason to come back? I don't know. It's weird.
Right, I agree. Like, why didn't you do all that while we were sitting with boots on the ground?
Yeah, I don't know, man. We finna leave. We finna go.
I remember a while back, man. I was talking to, I don't forget who I was talking to, but we was talking about that, and they was talking about, this person here, they crazy, this and that. I said, everybody crazy, man, until we come knock on your door.
Yeah.
Because the difference is when we knock on your door, we sitting in your front yard.
Mm-hmm.
And when we sit in your front yard, I said, we ain't just come to play pity pat and we ain't even come to talk. And so everybody can be Billy Bad, but when we come, that's one thing about the United States. When we come, we coming.
Yeah. You open that door if you want to.
Right. We don't care about Thanksgiving. We don't care about New Year's. We don't care about birthdays. We don't care about new baby being born. We don't care about none of that. We coming and we coming. We're gonna plant that flag wherever you at. We're gonna plant that flag. And now this is our residence until we decide to leave. So you're right, Walt. You had us out. We gone.
Yeah.
We coming back home. This is your country. You got it. Run it how y'all see fit. Just don't mess with us. Just leave us alone. Let us go back and be dormant. Let us go back and go to sleep.
Right.
Let us go back and focus on social media and this mask thing over here.
Yeah. I don't know. I think all we built was structures for them to, to take over and hide in. We just probably come right back and bomb them.
Yeah, tear it all down.
Yeah.
Because what's gonna happen, I believe, if we come back this time, it's gonna be called the United States of Afghanistan. And I don't think we'll leave no more. I think that's what it'll be. It'll be United States. It'll be USA number 2. United States of Afghanistan, man. You're gonna see little resorts start popping up over there.
Yeah.
McDonald's, all that's gonna be over there, man. And the way that someone want to live, man, it's gonna be commercialized. So yeah, for those soldiers, for those Marines, or all the service members that lost their lives, and the innocent civilians and victims and stuff like that, my condolences to the families for their losses. And they gave their all.
Yeah.
Doing so.
Right. You're absolutely right, man. Let's give a moment of silence for the soldiers we lost. Our condolences to the family members, and then also we want to give a thanks because they paid the ultimate sacrifice for this word we call freedom. So let's Let's do a moment of silence for them. All right. Yeah, man. So, it's always a sad situation when, you have peace and then you get chaos, but we come out of that. And then if you're a soldier and you've been over there, now you coming home and you stepping back into chaos over here, whether it's vaccinated versus unvaccinated, mask versus non-mask. Right now we got, the people versus the government. In the state of Florida, you got a lot of parents who have filed lawsuits against the governor. And, I always thought that, when you say you for the people, if the people want something, why not give the people what they want? Right. So you got a lot of schools. You got some schools being shut down. I know in my hometown, Bainbridge, Georgia, the school system, I think they shut it down for like 2 weeks. I know specifically 1 week. It may be 2 weeks. The principal just passed away a couple weeks ago from COVID. A good friend of mine that I went to high school with, Heath Maxwell, he passed away. He was a principal. So, in a span of a year, you've lost 2 principals to COVID. So how do and in that school system, they had 40 or 50 teachers that were out. So if you're in a place like, let's say, Lee County, you got somewhere around 19 high schools, but you got over 1 million people down here. So 40 teachers out there, that don't mean nothing. But when you're in a small rural community, having 40 teachers out, boy, that's huge. That's a huge blow. So how do we get around? Or let me ask y'all this: why are let's say right now you the governor, right? So let's say, Jamal, you the governor of Florida. Right. Walton, you're the governor of Alabama, right? Okay. And you see all these cases popping up in schools. You got one side, they want to they want for you to mandate masks, and you got one side they don't want you to mandate. They want to be able to be free and do what they want to do. What do you say to both parties? I know y'all putting y'all political caps on now. What do you say to both parties? Not to pacify them, but what do you say to both parties about what's going on and how to make sure both parties are still on your side at the end of the day?
Go ahead, Walt.
Hey, we got a killer out here, and we're gonna follow the same procedures we do as an active shooter. We got people dying during the act of an active shooter, and we got people dying during this act at the same, even more. So we follow the same procedures. Chief. Hey, y'all seen danger? You don't hear the shots. Y'all seen danger with the bodies on the ground. You should feel the same way here. Danger. People are dying, and you're seeing it, and these people. These are folks not just on TV or anything. These folks like in your local area, your community, in your family, in your circle. I mean, same procedures, easy. Can't please everybody. We're gonna do what's right though. We're gonna do what's safe. And hey, if I don't get elected another term, yeah, I'm going down in the books is doing the right thing.
Right. Now, Walt, you listen, man. When I tell you, listen, man, you go ahead and let's go on and get this grassroots ready for you. I'm talking about, man. That's it, man. There's
Right.
an active shooter on the ground. You know,
Right.
I was in Atlanta when the dude was shooting from the back of the car, and I remember I was up there, the DC sniper.
Mm.
I was up there and I was contemplating. I had just got out the army and I was contemplating going back in. And so I'm running every day, you know, get myself back in shape or whatever. And I never forget, I remember I ran by this gas station and this lady said, she said, "Sir, you need to get inside the store." And I was like, "For what? Is it a dog or something out here?" She was like, "No, somebody's shooting." So I run inside the store, and they're like, "Yes, the dude, he's out here shooting." I said, "Well, where is he?" I said, "I don't see nobody shot."
Well,
She
you
said,
asked some questions after.
Yeah, you got in the building.
Yeah, after I got in the store.
After, yeah.
I got in the store.
Right.
You know?
You weren't standing in the middle of the street talking about ain't nobody out here. This ain't
No,
right. I don't believe you.
no.
Nah, you didn't do all that junk.
Nope, I got in the store, man. When she said it's a shoot out there, I got in the store.
Right.
You know, because then my mind is thinking, okay, now how do I escape? Is he shooting from the left or the right? Is he in the front or the back? You know, now that's what my mind going, you know. And she was like, "Well, no, we don't know where he is, but somebody just got shot. It was like 5 miles away." I said, "How long ago was this shooting?" "Oh, maybe 30 minutes. I said, "Well, I don't think he's coming this way. I believe I can get back home." I believe I can get back home before he get down here, you know. And so I waited. I waited probably another 10, 15 minutes. And they said on the news he had went north. So that was away from where I was at. So I got back and I sprinted back home. What you just said was perfect, man. Like, listen, man, it's an active shooter out. You gotta get covered.
Right.
Jamal, go ahead, man. Give the people what they want, man. Give the people.
Man, I think Walt already did it. I would just caveat on it, man. Look, hey, like Walt said, there's a threat. Let's take the politics out of it. Take all of that foolishness out of it because it's not helping. It's not helping anybody suffering from this disease. Get the politics out of it. If you don't believe in all the science, just get the basic, you know, bare bones. There's a threat. People are dying. We believe this is what's causing it. What do we do to protect ourselves from it? That's it. If you don't, and if I'm the governor, I'm like, look, check it out. I have resources at my disposal. You don't have to get them a mask. You don't have to get them a face cover because when they get here, I'm gonna have N95 for them, and they're gonna put them on and come to school. If you don't want them to wear a mask, that's fine too. We can do the virtual thing. We just did it last year. We just did it all last year. We can do the virtual thing for those parents who don't want their kids to come, or you can do the homeschooling, or you can do what David Chappelle says in his comedy special, but you'd have to watch it to find out. Anyways, that's basically what I be on. Like, look, man, we got to go by what the threat is, what the facts we know about the threat, and take it by that. That's it. I'm not going to be sitting up here playing with people's lives. And you worried about getting reelected and all this foolishness and all this extra stuff. You can't even explain why you don't want these people to be able to wear masks. You can't even explain it logically anyways. You can't. So I mean, that's what I'm at. I'm right there with Walt, man. Hey, we know there's something out here killing us. This is what we believe it is. Let's go ahead and take the precautions to protect ourselves and keep as many people safe as possible. Let's do that.
So let me ask you this. Jamal. Do you see this as a chemical warfare that we're in?
I mean, I mean, it could. It could be, but it's not because there's a difference. A pandemic's a pandemic. A biological agent weaponized, that's warfare. Because somebody weaponized it and they have a specific target. They targeted that group. Now, of course, with that game that you're playing with that, you can't control it because it could spread all over the place and cause a worldwide pandemic anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people don't. Well, one, it's expensive, and two, you don't want to get in that game because you don't know who could be affected. Like you can have a target in that stuff. The way the world works today, that can spread all over across the world, as we've seen the last 2 years with this just being a pandemic. So, right, and then we got these mutations and crap. So,
right. So how would you go about? So let's say that happens, and we've all went through the CS. We all went through the gas chamber, and it sneaks up on you fast, because I don't know about y'all, but I remember the first time I took my mask off, I was okay. I said last name, said my social security number, and then I was gonna add a little extra hot dog juice on with it.
Yeah.
And then that thing choked me out.
Right.
And I think that's what's happening now is we're not afraid of it, and we're trying to put the extra hot dog juice on it.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm not afraid of it because it has an incubation period. It's not an immediate effect.
Right.
So it could be, like you guys already know, it could be anywhere from 14 days to 21 days before you see signs and symptoms. You know what I'm saying? And it takes hold. So you're like, oh, I'm fine. I've been out here partying. Ain't nothing going on. And then 2 weeks later, you somewhere wrapped up in a blanket, cold sweats, looking like Pookie on New Jack City.
Right.
Talking about what's going on. So, you got it. That's how a lot of us ain't scared. And then, people have that belief where, oh, I'm healthy. I'm good. Then it's only for the people that's old or the people that's, have some kind of health condition, which for the most part is true, but there have been some healthy adults and kids check up out of here getting introduced to that virus.
You never know how it's going to hit you.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, hey, man, both of y'all get my vote, man. Both of y'all.
You got it. I'll be the campaign manager. That's it.
We're going to get this grassroots thing going, man, so we can get our hats in this political ring, man.
Right.
Running for school board, running
right here. Them two.
Running for county commissioner. Oh man. So fellas, man, we done hit probably one of our last topics. And so I want to ask y'all this before we go. Okay. We're coming up in the fall, and the winter is coming up. Remember last winter, everything was hot. We shut down, and then this thing slowly kind of, broke off a little bit during the winter. Do you think that it's gonna happen the same way this year, or do you think that this thing gonna keep climbing, keep rising?
I think with the weather, especially depending on where you're at, I don't know. And if you're like me, I like to stay cozy. So, a lot of more folks stay from outside and doing a lot of things. So there's usually less people, less gatherings, I guess you can say, in the wintertime in comparison to the summer. They still got events going on. So, of course, it's going to keep going. But I just think with the less people being less active, it'll come down. I don't know how far down,
Right.
But you know, to be technical, I think it'll take a little bit of a dip.
Okay. What about you, Jamal?
I'm with you. I'm with what you said, man. I think it's gonna take a little bit of dip, but I also think that when I say we, I'm talking about the whole world, because apparently the whole damn globe is hot right now.
Yeah.
With that being said, I think it'll take a dip because it's cold outside. You want to get inside where it's warm,
Yeah.
depending on where you're located. But when them holidays kick off, that's when we got those spikes last year. Thanksgiving, you had Fauci on there. Please don't go. Please have small. People's like, bump that. I don't want to have some Thanksgiving. Want people? What happened? Spike. Christmas spike. New Year's spike. I'm telling you, man, these jokers ain't nobody listening to that. They gonna go out there. I'm good, man. It's almost over, and then we're gonna get another. We might have Delta. We might have a new strain mess around for some of these folks, man. We might have Zulu.
And then
have the Delta. Go ahead.
I don't know if anybody's been keeping account of, like, you know, and like we was talking about the fall, and then like David said about Jamal said about the holidays and everything. You know, people get I believe the most depressed in this time of the year. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a lot of gathering, a lot of things going on around the fall and into the winter, and people get depressed. You know, I don't know, things in their life had changed by that time. You know. For whatever reason, I haven't checked on it myself, and I just thought about it as Jamal was talking about that and the holidays and everything, and like last holidays and stuff, it sucked. I mean, we did what we were supposed to do, you know, trying to keep any little gathering small, not being able to, you know, get with the big family. You know, we got a lot of family. We like to get in. We like to party. Yeah. But yeah, we were trying to keep it small, and that just there was some depression. Not enough for me to go into, you know, that deep depression, but I just, you know, I was just ready for it to be over with, man. You know, right. And so some people, you know, how some other folks take something like that, they can't have. This might be. That was my first time in a long time seeing a Christmas like that. You know, I spent the Christmas just like y'all out somewhere in some other country somewhere. But you know, people handle things different. Yeah, right. And I'll probably have to check on that myself, check out these, because all we talk about when it comes to death is, you know, this COVID-19 thing. So, and no one's really mentioning about suicide rates. And this is when veterans and you know, people in general, but for us, you know, veterans, you know, they have a hard time this part of the year.
Right. Right. You know, I just found out today, my sister, she has her doctorate, Dr. Renita Thompson. She's going back to get her finish up her mental health because she wants to help out. And she was telling me today, she was like, you know, a lot of people don't. We were talking about veterans and you know, and our mental health. I call it mental wealth. And she said, you know, a lot of people when they're doing their internships, very few do internships with veteran organizations. And she said that's a sad thing, you know. And so I kind of shared some stuff with her today, and kind of give her a outlook, you know. So she'll definitely be on in the future to help us out. And you know, and help a lot of veterans out, you know, in the near future once she finishes up her rotations. Mm-hmm. So you're absolutely right about that, man. We definitely want to stay on top of that and help with that rate, you know. But fellas, you guys got any last? I do want to say, man, you know, pray for the city of New Orleans and the state of Louisiana. Pray for them because this Cat 4 just hitting them today, and it's on the anniversary of Katrina. Also, pray for Haiti and what they're going through down there. Continue to keep them in their prayers as well. Let's continue to pray for our veterans. And fellas, y'all got anything else to take us out?
Man, I really put the mask on.
And cover your nose. Don't be doing that half. Don't be doing this. Don't be doing this.
Cover your chin up, man.
Come on, man. Don't be having hanging off your ear. If you don't do that, don't come up into my face. Don't come all up in my face, man. Don't do that. Hey, man, put your damn mask on.
Yeah, prove it to you.
Trying to test out.
Don't try to prove that you ain't scared, man. Just go with the mask.
Right. Halloween is in a couple of months. You got it.
They don't throw that on in a minute.
Yeah, practice until we get to Halloween. Keep practicing. Keep putting that.
All right. No, you good, man. You good, man. We will be back next week, man. Same time, same channel. You can find us on Anchor. You can find us on Google Podcasts. You can also find us on Apple Podcasts. You can also find us on YouTube at the Impact Media Channel. You can find us on Facebook, the Impact Media Channel, or you can go to Michael Patterson. You can go onto my page. You can find us as well. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And please share it with a friend. And that's all we got for today. God bless.
Hit us up on Parler. Oh, wait. They don't allow no brothers on there. My bad. Go ahead.
I know, right?
Hey, God bless you.